this up. So hello class and welcome. Thanks for kind of rolling with the changes, switching to virtual like I said on Tuesday. This is kind of a personal decision I've made just because I see cases rising, so it's a little scary. All right, so clear your space, come onto your mat and grab your mindfulness journal. I don't know if most of you have it in a notebook. Yeah, maybe if you don't have it nearby, you can get a piece of paper and a pencil. And we're gonna start our practice today with a little journaling self-inquiry. So you can turn to the top of a page, and I always like to date when I'm journaling. And we're just gonna ask some reflective questions. Okay, cool, everyone else is coming. Nice. Adam, you like Bud Light?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Trevor's on his way. He had to drop me off because of our weights.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Hey, everybody. Okay, so open up a page in your journal, and we're gonna start with a reflective question. So you can write it down, then we'll answer. So the question is, what do you need right now? What do you need right now? And that can be physical, emotional, maybe verbal. So what do you need right now in your life? So I just invite you to journal and answer that question. So maybe it's you need more socialization, you need more community, you need more fresh food, whatever it feels like you kind of need right now, just answer that for yourself. And you don't have to overthink it. There's no right and wrong. I'm going to mute you all so the quality sounds good. And yeah, what do you need right now? You should take a little time answering that. Hey everybody, if you're just hopping on a little late, we're beginning practice today with a self-inquiry journaling exercise. And the question is, what do you need right now? What do you need right now? And see if you can keep filling up the page in your journal. Answering that question, what do you need right now? So if you were just signing in a little late, oh, Ray, you're at class. Hi, sorry. I posted last night. Did you want to be at class or did you not know?
Yeah, I chose to come down here.
Oh, cool. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Great. All right, so just kind of answering that question in our journal inquiry, what do you need right now? And then getting a little bit more specific, what do you need to hear? What do you need to hear? This can be anything you want. Cool. Thanks for letting me know, Lauren. Fingers crossed. Low battery is always very scary. So just answering that question, what do you need to hear? So try to keep writing just a little bit longer, answering that question. What do you need to hear right now? Just take about 2 more minutes. You can keep writing. So just really taking the time to reflect of this time in your life. Might be interesting to hang on to this journal and then look back in 10 years and see what you say to yourself. I think you guys are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So kind of thinking of yourself in 10 years, like what will you think when you maybe look back and read this? It'd be really interesting. Does anyone need more time writing? All right, well, now I thought it might be nice to kind of share, feeling like a little bit of a sense of community. No pressure, you don't have to, but I thought it might be nice for some of you to just kind of share what you wrote. If it's too personal, you don't have to, but it might be interesting to hear what other people have to say. Does anyone want to kick it off?
I basically just said I need rest, time to myself to relieve stress and support.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. Can anyone else relate to that? Are those other things you guys might need? I can. I definitely need time to myself. Yeah. Anyone else? Is that a dachshund, Dylan?
Yeah.
I love dachshunds. Second favorite breed of dog. All right. Well, I'll share with you all what I wrote because I was doing this with you. So one thing I said right now is like friends, girlfriends, positive support in my life, healthy, fresh foods, smoothies and juices, um, kindness, be nice and accepting and understanding of the people in my life, faith, focus, faith, prayer, meditation, more cardio, reading, learning, challenging myself, growth, water, kindness to myself, my self-talk, productivity, but also less like busyness, frantic energy. I don't know if anyone else feels like sometimes there's this like, I get this way where it's like, I feel like I need to be doing something and busy and like stay busy and be productive and like churn out work and content. And that's something I need less of. So I kind of want to let that go. I'm just kind of releasing and letting go of the future and what that looks like and any fear around that. So that's what I wrote. Does anyone else want to share? This is a safe space. Just one more person. Be brave.
I'll go.
Okay.
For me, I think it's just hanging out with friends and family and not have to worry about applying hand sanitizer every few minutes or having to wear a mask or worry about if there's a cure and if the cure is going to work and are we going to go back to normal and just trying to stay positive and all the things that's going on in the world.
Yeah. Thanks, Christina. So these are also things you could write about in your mindfulness journals. I know I haven't given you a lot of specific prompts or focuses in your assignments. So I think it can be really nice to start with a question. Another nice one is like, what am I grateful for? Like gratitude is like having a roof over my head, having a life partner, having a job, you know, having an education. So I'm grateful for, and fill that in. And there's a lot of things you can do with gratitude too. Sometimes people keep a gratitude journal. They write like 3 or 5 things they're grateful for every morning. And I really believe like the more we can focus on the positive and the good, it can really help elevate our general emotions or feelings or states we're in. And then on that kind of opposite side, also having space for the grief or the anger or the pain, not that kind of like spiritual bypassing, like everything's awesome all the time, I'm not going to feel my feelings, but really kind of finding that balance of like practicing gratitude and positivity, but also making space for any feelings of loss or grief or pain or any of that. So all right, so with that, we're gonna come onto our mat and start our asana practice. So come on down to your space, lie down, and we're gonna start, in a lying down position, which I think is nice to kind of relax the nervous system. So come onto your mat, let your legs come down, let your arms come out by your side, palms facing up. And if you can turn your camera on so I can see you, your video, and maybe set your whatever you're watching this up on in a place that I can kind of see your mat. And if at any time you can't hear me, just let me know. I have like some music going, so let me know if you can't hear me. So lie down, and then here in this space, just lying on your back, you can adjust yourself, wiggle, move, release. And always remember, if this does not feel comfortable, which it doesn't for some people, it might feel a little better to bend your knees and place your feet down on the mat in an active rest. So do any of those last little wiggle shakes or movements, and then land in your body. So rest as you lie down. Thanks, everyone. And then here, really just kind of taking the time to let go, to kind of feel and tune in to the sensations. So how do you feel right now? What's going on? And we'll take a couple nice cleansing breaths in and out of the nose. So take a deep breath in through your nose. And let a big sigh out through your mouth. Ah. So you can kind of lengthen the exhale there. Again, deep breath in. Big exhale out. Ah. Then one more time, deep breath in. Big sigh. Ah. And now let your body just completely relax and let go. Get yourself really still. And then reflect on the journaling you just did. What do I need right now? Maybe it's appreciation, acknowledgement, love, friendship, community, rest. And then see if you can answer that question, how can I give myself what I need? So what do I need right now, and how can I give myself what I need? How can I kind of meet my own needs? It's a little more understanding, or kind of like a softening break. And then really tuning into your breath, noticing and feeling, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Maybe even place your hands on your belly and let your breath be really deep, long, slow, and deep. Inhaling, exhaling. So think about your breath moving down into your low belly, moving out to the ribs and up to your chest. So full breath, and then exhale from the chest down to the ribs into the low belly. So a 3-part breath. Inhale, exhale. Full breath in, full breath out. Just pay attention if there are any places in the body that feel kind of tight or tense. Feel into those places and see if you can let that area soften. And now bring one hand on your heart and another hand on top of that hand. And whatever you answered in that question, what do I need right now? See if you can really give it to yourself here and maybe make that an intention. You need more rest. You need more calmness, more understanding, and then you can make that into your intention or choose another word to focus on or phrase. And then slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe roll your ankles and wrists a little. Stretch your arms up and stretch your feet down. Reach your body top to bottom, up and down, stretch. And then bend your knees in, give yourself a hug. You kind of rock your knees away, hold them in, maybe rock a little side to side. You kind of circle around. And now start to rock a little up and down, up and down. And then rock up into a seated position. Come to sit, nice and tall. So you might feel kind of accustomed to this practice, might feel similar at this point. Hopefully it's getting a little easier. Place your hands on your knees and shift a little side to side. Maybe shift a little forward and back. And then get nice and tall through your spine. Shoulders over your hips. Maybe circle your shoulders up, back, and around a couple times, up, back, and around. And then just allow your shoulders to kind of shake at the bottom. Let your hands rest down underneath your thighs. And just take a deep breath in. And full, complete breath out. Breathe in. And exhale. And then hands come together at the heart. Again, maybe thumbs at the chest. Getting focused and clear here. And then pressing your palms together, reach your arms up and overhead. And then sweep your arms out and down by your sides. Start to move and connect the breath and movement. Inhale, arms reach out. And exhale, arms float out and down. Nice and slow. Inhale, arms stretch out and up. Exhale, arms float out and down. One more time. Inhale. Now exhale, take a twist to the right. So adding on, inhale as you lift tall. Exhale, twist, lift back. Again, breathe in as you lift. Breathe out as you twist. Good. Spin around to face forward, bring your right hand down. Reach your left arm up and over for a side bend stretch. Maybe kind of pull your top shoulder back. Maybe that bottom forearm comes down. And then turn to walk over towards your right knee and kind of fold over that leg to that side. Here, maybe it feels good to kind of roll your chest up and lower down. Maybe elbows or forearms come down. Breathe. Stretch your arms farther forward and walk yourself center. The hips draw back, arms stretch forward. Maybe kind of flex your feet and feel a stretch in your outer hips. Notice. And then slowly walk your hands in. So lift your chest up, circle your shoulders up, back and around. Up, back and around. And I just want to acknowledge, I know it can be hard to be practicing yoga on Zoom. Maybe some of you have people around you, or your phone might be buzzing and going off and distracting you. So I just want you to know that the more you are present and involved and focused, the more benefit you're going to get from this practice and this class. So I really encourage you to try to stay present and here and focused. So uncross your legs, place your feet down, bend your knees, bring your hands behind you, and then just kind of sway your knees from side to side, back and forth, little swish and sway. Good. And then cross your legs again. This time maybe bring your other shin in front. Notice maybe you can remember which leg was in front. Good, stay nice and tall. Reach your arms out and up. And then twist to the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Good. Maybe get a little bit taller on your inhale as you lift. Exhale, twist. And then spin to face forward. Lower your right hand down. Lift your left arm up and over. Or left hand down. Right arm reaches. Feel that side bend here. And then turn towards your left knee and fold. Let your hands come down, let your chest bow over that leg. Maybe let your head rock, relax and soften. And then stretch your arms forward and walk it out in front of you. Reach forward. Maybe you kind of fold, stretching your arms out. And then slowly walk your hands back in. Lift your chest up. Circle your shoulders up, back and around. And now just squeeze your shoulders up toward your ears and quickly drop them. Inhale, shoulders squeeze up, lift. Exhale, drop. One more time, inhale, shoulders squeeze. Circle. And then again, uncross your legs. Place your feet down, let your knees bend. Sway side to side, back and forth. And then ground into the hands and the feet. Lift your hips up, reverse table. Lower your hips down. Swing around to come onto all fours, tabletop position. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Moving into your palms, moving into your knuckles. And just begin by moving your hips a little side to side. So our spine moves in 6 directions. So lateral, side to side, flexion, cow, extension, cat, twisting, and then kind of like an axial extension as we extend up. So in every yoga class, I try to get all of those 6 movements of the spine. So you're starting out here laterally stretching through your hips, your back. And now start to barrel roll your chest as your arms straighten, puff your shoulders up as your arms bend, drop your chest towards the floor. So bending and straightening your arms, lift up and lower down, circle up and down to your sides. And then switch to go the other direction, press up, lower down, move up and down, side to side. And then back to tabletop position on all fours. Good, nice flat back. Tuck your toes and arch your spine, cow. Lift your hips up, lift your chest up, gaze up. Good, now point your toes and round your spine, cat, shin to chest, really active, press the floor away. Good, 2 more. Tuck your toes, arch your spine, shift yourself forward, glide your shoulders down your back. Good, point your toes and round your spine, cat, round, round, round. 1 more. Tuck your toes, cow, shift forward, arch your spine, lift. Good, point your toes, round your spine. Good, come to a neutral flat back position and then press back into a wide knee child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide, hips onto your heels, arms stretch forward, and then let your forehead touch the mat. So this pose is called Balasana, child's pose. Softening and relaxing the body, stretching the back and the hips, settle here. Nice, breathing deeply. And see if you can hold. Take your last deepest breath here, longest, slowest breath. And then see if you can kind of energize your child's pose as your hips draw back and your arms stretch forward. And now lift your gaze and come up onto your fingertips. Walk your upper body over to the right. Feel it stretch here through that left side. And then lift your gaze up on fingertips, walk yourself to center, and then over to the left. Feel stretch through your right side. And lift your gaze up on fingertips and back to center, child's pose. Rise up to all fours, table. Now options, you can bring your knees together, tuck your toes, and sit your hips back on your heels for a toe squat. Or if that doesn't feel good, stand up on your knees and start to just flip your fingers like this. So this is a really great warm-up exercise for your wrists, strengthening your wrists and your forearms. It's great to do before we do any kind of weight bearing. So then flip, flip, flip your hands. Type this big palm, flip, 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 flip. Keep going until it feels really challenging. Now focus on your fist. Go fist flick, fist flick. Keep going, keep going. Nice. And then shake up your hands a little, shake, shake, shake it. Come back to all fours and release your toes and tap your toes out on the mat at that time. Good, so spread your fingers nice and wide. Press down into your palms, big palms, root into your knuckles, and then tuck your toes and lift your hips to downward facing dog. So in Sanskrit, we call it Adho Mukha Svanasana. Nice, and then start to move your dog around in a way that feels good. So pedaling out your feet, right heel lowers, left heel lowers, pedal and pedal. Maybe move your heels side to side. Good, then pause in your downward dog, draw back, exhale. Inhale, hide your toes, shift forward to plank position. You can always modify and drop onto your knees. Good, lift your hips down, dog. Shift forward, plank position, top of a push-up. Lift your hips up and back, down dog. One more time, shift forward to plank. Now right from here, you can bend your elbows to your sides, chaturanga, or drop to your knees. Elbows bend, lower down. Then come all the way to your belly. Stretch your legs back behind you, point your toes, and then stretch your arms back behind you. Exhale. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your legs, lift your arms, everything lifts. Maybe the palms squeeze towards one another. And then lower, bring your hands down by your sides, and then lift your chest for cobra pose. Maybe just kind of hover your hands, a little lift. And then lower. And then one more cobra, maybe you come up a little bit higher, lift your chest, you can bend your elbows, really engage your glutes. Good, press back to child's pose with your toes tucked. Shift forward and bring your hips to your right wrist and your left wrist. Circle back to the left and right. 2 more times in that direction, right, left. Left, right, now switch directions, go left, right, back, right, left. Again. Good, come to tabletop position, spread your fingers, lift your hips, downward dog. Inhale, exhale. Lift up onto your toes, maybe a little bend of your knees. Walk your feet forward to the top of the stance. Good, lengthen your spine, lift halfway up. Good, and then fold, bend your knees. Good, now stretch your arms out to the sides as you rise all the way to stand. Reach up, lift up, stretch up through your arms. And then bend your knees and fold down again, hands to the mat. Lengthen your spine as you look forward. Good, plant your hands and take it back to plank pose. So right from here or with your knees down, lower through your yogi push-up chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra, find a little back bend. Nice, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide. Think about the weight being evenly distributed through your hands and your feet. And maybe you keep coming back to that question you asked and the answer you gave yourself. What do you need right now? Lift high up onto your toes, bend your knees, look forward and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Look up and lengthen, then lower. Stretch your arms to the sides as you rise all the way up. Lift up, look up, and then hands to the heart, mountain pose. Breathe in, exhale. Press your palms, reach your arms up. Now take your right hand to your left wrist and stretch up and over to the right side bend. Come back to center, switch your grip, reach up and over to the left. Good, come back to center, bend your elbows to a goal pose position, think cactus arms, and then maybe a little bit of a back bend. Come to center and then hands to the mat, fold forward. Walk your hands to the outside of the left foot and stretch to your side there. And then walk it center into the right. And then center and fold. Look up halfway, plant your hands, and this time you can step straight to downward dog or take that flow. So that's forward to plank, lower chaturanga, upward dog, downward dog. Stretch your right leg up and back behind you. And now step your right foot forward and drop your back knee down. Lower your back knee, so you're in a low lunge position. Good, from here, stretch your hips back. And then bend into your front knee as you shift it forward. So straighten your front leg as you shift your hips back. Bend into your front knee as you shift forward one more time like that. Good, now next time you come back, hold it back. Think right heel dragging towards your left knee, chest over your thigh. Notice maybe how good that might feel. And then option, you're gonna turn your right toes off to the side. And then point your right toes down. Feel stretching the top of the foot. Stretch your toes in. Good, and one more breath, hold. Walk it forward, bend into your front knee. Tuck your back toes, lift your back leg up, and then come up into crescent lunge position. High lunge. Settle. And then spin to the side of your mat for warrior two pose. Arms stretch out wide, shoulders right over your hips. Nice deep bend of your front knee. And then straighten your arms and legs, rise up. Exhale, bend and lower. Inhale, reach your arms and legs. Exhale, lower. One more time, rise up. Nice, everyone, lower down, hold it low. And then see if you can reverse your warrior. Left hand down your left leg, right arm goes up and over. Good, rise up, extended side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm can reach up, or maybe go overhead. Good, and then rise up, warrior two, straighten your front leg. You can bring your hands on your hips here, maybe walk your back foot in. Good, preparing for triangle pose, arms stretch out. Now reach your right hand, your front arm forward, and then maybe bring it down for triangle. Feel a stretch through your side there. That right hand can be on your shin, ankle, maybe grab your big toe and pull. Good, then rise back up, release your triangle or reverse it, go back. And then bring your hands down. Step your right leg back to down dog. Hold your downward dog, or again, take a vinyasa, shift forward to plank, lower chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Breathe here and settle. Inhale and exhale. Lift your left leg up and back. Now step it forward between your hands and lower your back knee down. Good. Straighten your leg as you shift your hips back. Bend into your front knee as you shift forward. So I have these yoga blocks, which are really helpful. If we were together and allowed to use props and had these, I would probably give most of you these props. So if you have a little support like water bottles or books, you could use those and that into your sides. Good, now shift back and hold it here. Take the left heel dragging towards your right knee, chest over your thighs. Good, turn your toes out. Point your toes in. Flex your foot and point. And just kind of notice how your body feels and those subtle differences and variations. Good, bend into your front knee, shift forward. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and then reach up for crescent lunge. See if you can have that front knee bending nice and deep. Maybe the back hip is kind of over the back knee. Good, nice and strong, then open to the side of the mat for warrior two. Left knee bends. So you can get your shoulders right on top of your hips, arms spread wide. Good, now straighten your arms and legs, lift up, bend and come down. Inhale, arms and legs straighten as you lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Come down low and hold it. Good, see if you can reverse your warrior. Take it back, right hand slides down the back leg. Good, lift up, extended side angle, left forearm to thigh, right arm reaches up or overhead. Nice, rise back up. And then straighten your front leg. You can heel toe your back foot in, shortening your stance, arms stretch out. Good, and then left hand comes down for triangle pose. That hand can be on your shin, maybe the floor, the ankle. Reach through your sides, lengthen. And then rise up and reverse your warrior, take it back, or reverse your triangle. And then circle your hands down to frame the foot, left leg steps back to downward facing dog. Hold your dog, or again, take a vinyasa, so that means shifting forward to plank, lowering, chaturanga, upward dog, and then everyone press back to child's pose. And then really soften your body, let everything relax here. Breathing in. And letting go. One more deep breath here. And then rise back up. All fours table. Tuck your toes down dog. Good. Lift high onto your toes and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Now from here, come into Malasana squat. So think heels in, toes out, bend your knees and see if you can drop your hips low. And then maybe your hands come inside the legs. You can kind of lift your chest, lengthen. Really great stretch for your hips, for your spine, your back. Breathe. Good, and then hands come down, straighten your legs, forward fold. Bend your knees and roll your spine up to stand. And then when you come to the top, circle your shoulders up, back and around, up, back and around. Give your hands a little bit of a shake, shake, shake. Check out your wrist, your shoulders, everything. Good, and then just give your legs a little bit of a shake, 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 and a shake, shake, shake. Give everything a nice wiggle, kind of move and flow and breathe. Good, and then let everything get still in your mountain pose. Good, balance on your left leg, bring your right leg up, and just kind of swing that leg a little bit. Swing movement into it. And then put it down, then swing your left leg. If you're getting ready for a run, just swing, swing. Good, and then left foot comes down. Balance on your left leg, bend your right knee and grab your heel for a little quad pull, little quad stretch. So you athletes, this will feel hopefully really good. A lot of us tend to be tight in the front and weak in the back. So we want to kind of open the front body and strengthen the back. Good, bend your right knee into your chest, give it a squeeze, then pull it in, see if you can roll your ankle a little bit there. And the other way. Good, then bring that right foot into tree pose. So swirl the foot goes inside that leg. You can also bring it onto the calf or just have the ankle lift, heel to ankle. Nice. And really press your foot into your leg into your foot, really nice. And then bring your leg forward, maybe stretch it straight. Good, and then put it down, feet down, arms down, mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bend your left knee, grab your heel, and then see if you can do a little quad pull. If you have trouble balance, you want to use a hand, do something nearby to help you balance, please feel free to do that. Otherwise, really feel that stretch and opening along the front of that left hip. Maybe kind of pull your heel back a little, maybe both hands grab that leg. Good, and then bend your left knee and hug it in. Knee into your chest, maybe roll your ankle a little here, circle. Circle the other way. Good, now put your left foot onto your right inner thigh for tree pose. Hands at the heart. Lift up tall. Leg into your foot, foot into your leg. Nice balance here. Beautiful. And breathe a little bit deeper. Good, now bring your leg forward, maybe stretch it out. Good, put it down, arms by your side, mountain pose. Breathe in. Exhale. Bring your hands down onto your knees and then circle your knees around. And kind of warm up all the joints in the body. Circle, circle, and then circle your knees in the other direction. Good, come to stand, step your feet wider apart, and then circle your hips. And circle your hips in the other direction. Good, and then bring your feet together, reach your arms up and over. Hinge up and over to the right. Right hand onto your right hip, reach your left arm up and over, and then circle your wrist a little bit. Circle your wrist. Good, reach up and then switch left hand on your hip, reach your right arm up and over, and then just circle that wrist. Good, back to center. See if you can take a little back bend here. Press your hips forward, chest forward, and then hands down, fold in. Look forward and then bend your knees. See if you can come into a toe stand, bringing your knees forward. Hips back over your heels, balance here. Good, now see if you can stretch your arms forward, feet come together, knees open, and then lower onto your bottom. Bring your legs out in front of you, and then grab behind your thighs, pull your elbows out, bring your chin into your chest, round. Good, lift up and then arch, pull your chest forward, slide your shoulders down your back. Good, hands on your thighs, pull, round back, so working your core a little. Good, lift and then arch, pull your chest through. Good, come back and kind of pull around. Now see if you can reach your arms up and then maybe even hover your legs up. See if you can twist to the right, come center, twist to the left, and then come center, twist it right, twist it left, come center, and then come all the way onto your back. Bend your knees and hug them into your chest, rock side to side. And then stretch your legs up, stretch your arms up, and roll your ankles and roll your wrists, circle. Good, maybe give them a little shake or a flick. Good, and then start to rock a little up and down along your spine, up and down. You can grab behind your thighs. And then as you're ready, rock all the way up and over. Come to a tabletop position. Deep breath in. Exhale. Stretch your left arm up, and then circle your arm around like you're doing a backstroke. Circle, circle, and then switch, circle the other way. Stretch your left arm up, and then leave that arm underneath your right arm. Let your left ear rest on the mat for thread the needle pose. If something hips are high, that right arm can reach forward. You can reach it behind your back. You can also tuck your right toes and stretch your right leg back. Maybe even try to lift it and balance. One more deep breath here. And then lower your knee, right hand by your face. Unravel your left arm back up. And then lower your left hand down, table. Rock your hips side to side. Maybe you want to move your spine up and down, cat-cow. And then find stillness at the center, breathe in. Exhale. Reach your right arm up, and then circle that arm back and around behind you. Up, back and around, like you're doing the backstroke. And then circle it forward, down, around, and back. Good, stretch that arm up high. Now leave your right arm under your left, thread the needle, right ear down. Left hand by your face. You can stretch it forward or reach it behind your back. You could also stretch your left leg back, maybe tuck your toes. If you want an extra challenge, you can even try covering that left leg, maybe even bringing your right heel in towards your seat. So those are just variations that make it a little more dynamic, more challenging. Good. Lower any of those variations, and then plant your left hand, reach your right arm up, and then lower your right hand down. Breathe in, exhale. Stretch your right leg back behind you, and now bring your right knee forward for pigeon pose. Good, right knee behind your right wrist, right foot kind of towards the edges of the mat. See if you can kind of lift yourself up, maybe tuck your left toes and scooch that leg back a little more. Good, and then as you're ready, fold here. See if you can come down. Now that doesn't feel good for everyone's body, so if that's you, come onto your back and cross your right ankle over your left thigh, flex your foot, and think about drawing that right knee away from you. Breathe. One more deep breath. And then as you're ready, walk your hands in, lift your chest up. We're going to turn to the side of the mat for deer pose. So the left foot will kind of come behind your left heel, right foot in front of you. On your back, you can lift up. And then from here, come forward. And notice a stretch there. Good. Good, deep breaths. Really nice. See if you can really let your body relax here as you breathe nice and deep. Take 2 more deep breaths. And as you're ready, walk your hands in, lift your chest up, lengthen your spine. And just kind of roll to your right hip and swing your legs around in front of you. Good. Stretch your legs out. You can kind of bob your knees or shake your legs a little, maybe point and flex, walk your hips back. And then reach your arms forward or up. And then hinge and fold, come forward. Grab your feet, chest over your thighs, lower down. And then slowly rise back up. Circle your shoulders up towards your ears, around, back and down, and again, up, around, back and down. And then bring your hands behind you, bend your knees, face your feet down. Lift your hips up, reverse table. Lower your hips down, and then swing your legs around behind you. Come back to that tabletop position. If you feel more energized today, you want to take a vinyasa, you can do that. Lift your hips, down dog. Shift forward plank, lower chaturanga. Good, and then we'll meet back in table. Stretch your left leg back behind you. And then bring your left knee behind your left wrist. Tuck your right toes and scoot your right leg back. Walk your hands in, lift your chest up. And then as you're ready, come down for pigeon. Elbows or forearms come down. You let your chest come down, relax your head. And you can also cross your left ankle over your right thigh and your hand behind your leg for figure four. Breathe. Notice, feel. See, with each deep breath, you can let your body rest and relax a little more. Two more deep breaths here. As you're ready, lift up and roll your left side, or if you're on your back, you can swing up and roll your side for deer pose. The left foot will be in front of your left hip, right foot behind you. And you're going to center yourself, move side to side as you sit nice and tall. Good. And then when you're ready, come down. Walk your arms forward. And as you fold, notice kind of the sensations you feel in your legs here and your back. You notice if there feels like there's tension or tightness in your neck or your head. Relax your body deeply. Slowly walk your hands in, lift your chest up, lengthen your spine. Again, maybe you circle your shoulders up, back, and around. And then lean towards your left hip and bring your right leg around. You can kind of stay facing the side of the mat for butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. So soles of the feet together, knees wide, maybe move side to side, lift tall, and then fold in. So you can have your feet in close towards your body, but I recommend kind of bringing your feet a little farther away. Let your head drop, maybe hands come onto your feet. Maybe give yourself a little foot massage. You can also bring your hands underneath your calves, both palms up. see if you can continue to deepen your breath, feeling your belly rise and fall, breathing in, letting go. And slowly rise back up to seated, shoulders shrug up, back and around, up, back and around. And then hands come outside your knees, draw your legs closer in, feet down, knees bent, hand behind you. You can sway your knees from side to side. Back and forth. Good. And then from here, face the top of your mat, stretch your arms forward, and slowly start to roll down onto your back. And when you come all the way down, bend your knees and hug them into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. You can rock side to side. You can pull in, release. Circle. And then open your arms out wide. Let your knees drop over to the right. And gaze to the left for a spinal twist. Belly twist, really feeling your chest opening, your shoulders opening. And then come back to center, knees draw into your chest. You're gonna draw your knees away and in, and shift forward and back. And then let your knees drop over to the left. Open your arms to a T and gaze to the right as you twist. And then come back to center. Plug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. And then stretch your legs up, bend your knees, and see if you can reach to grab the outsides of the feet for happy baby and rock side to side. If that's hard to grab, you can grab behind your thighs. You can maybe rock side to side and you stretch one leg out. And then the other, bend your leg in, extend. And then stretch your legs up and your arms up and give everything a nice shake, shake, shake. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Really shake your whole body to move energy. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Keep going, keep shaking nice and hard. Shake. Good, and then still you're shaking. You come to lie down. Reach your arms overhead and reach your feet down low. Walk your feet to the bottom right-hand corner of your mat. Shimmy your shoulders to the upper right. And then stretch through your sides. So a little side bend here on the back. So you can think like banana asana. Left shoulder, left ribs, left hip. Walk yourself back to center, feet to the middle of the mat, arms stretch up and over, reach. And then walk your feet to the bottom left, shimmy your shoulders to the upper left. Feel a stretch down the right side. Maybe even cross your right ankle over the left. Maybe pull your right hand with your left hand and breathe. And then walk your way back to center. Lower your arms down, let your legs go long. And just get any wiggles out as you arrange yourself to set up for final relaxation pose, Shavasana. Now, if there are any final postures you may want to do today, that would make your practice more complete. You can do any last postures. And it also might feel really nice to kind of set yourself up to maximum relaxation. So maybe a blanket underneath your knees or a pillow under your knees, a blanket on top of you. It might feel nice to take a piece of clothing and put it over your eyes. Maybe you want to turn the lights off. And then really allow yourself to rest deeply and comfortably here. Breathe in. Exhale. So some people call it the most important posture in the practice. Relaxation, letting go, surrendering, and letting all that we've done kind of drop in. So take one more nice cleansing breath in. Big cleansing sigh out of the mouth. And then rest. Rest your body. See if you can let your skin start to soften off the muscles. Let your muscles soften off the bones. Feel your bones get heavy. And then let yourself really land in the body. Release, relax, and let go. Continue to really feel and notice the breath moving in your body. So if you even start to deepen your breath, feel your belly rise and your belly fall. Breathing in, letting go. And then as you're ready, taking your time, gently and slowly start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe roll out your ankles and your wrists. You can turn your head from side to side. You can stretch up, stretch down, reach, lift, lengthen. And then as you're ready, bend your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug and a squeeze, maybe rock side to side. And then take your time to rock up into a seated position. Coming to sit nice and tall, sitting well, maybe you shift side to side. Lift up. Let your hands rest down on your knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Just really paying attention to how you feel right now. Noticing, feeling, and breathing. And then as you're ready, hands come together in front of your heart, let your palms touch, and close your practice here in a spirit, a feeling of gratitude, deep gratitude to the body, the breath today, how you feel, whatever it is you'd like to be most grateful for. And then let your hands come up to your forehead, the third eye, the place between your eyebrows, as a gesture of gratitude again. Then you can let your hands drop back down to your chest, maybe let your chin bow in, gentle bow to the practice, to all of our teachers and experiences. Namaste. How's everybody feel? I'm pretty good, hopefully a little more relaxed. Good. All right, so that's it for today. I'm going to post a final paper assignment in Moodle. So before the end of the semester, just one last, as well as your mindfulness journal entries, just like a 1 to 2 page paper about your experience with yoga this semester. So it can be kind of a culmination of your mindfulness journals, and just kind of like, it doesn't have to be a formal 5-paragraph, like ARC essay with a thesis statement, just kind of more of a like personal reflective essay on all you've learned about yoga, maybe some misconceptions, things you realize maybe you thought before and you realize they're different, something that was surprising, maybe something you want to learn more of that you didn't. So just kind of a reflective essay on the whole semester in the class. And I'll post when that's due and all that. I'll probably actually make an assignment in Moodle that you'll post it there. So that's it. Thanks, everybody. I'll stick around in case anyone has any questions.
Thank you.